Every year, hundreds of migrants attempt to cross the border illegally through the Rio Grande Valley. Many of them die in the process. Tonight, you'll hear from people trying to help identify missing migrants and from those who are willing to risk it all for a shot at the American dream. An unprecedented crisis at the border. That is how Vice President Mike Pence described his visit today to Border Patrol facilities here in the Rio Grande Valley. Some of the people we spoke to inside of this game room said they weren't actually exchanging money. They say they were just sitting there watching others play. But tonight, police will be issuing citations to every single person who was inside this game room. They can challenge those citations in court. The migrant man we encountered told us his smugglers advised him to keep walking along these electric pole lines until he hit Falfurrias. Now from here, that's about a 6 to 7 mile trek, something that could take him the whole day to traverse. Now with him, he was carrying this gallon of water. He tells us that this water is from the cattle water tanks. Inside, you can see matter and mosquito larvae. Border Patrol agent says that drinking this water could have made him seriously ill and eventually led to his death.
El gobernador Tony Evers declaró estado de emergencia y ordenó incrementar la presencia de la Guardia Nacional en el área para proteger a los manifestantes y a la infraestructura crítica de la ciudad. En el centro, los negocios que fueron el blanco de los saqueos y disturbios del verano vuelven a cubrir sus ventanillas con tablas de madera. Esto ante el temor de que los hechos violentos se repitan durante esta noche de elecciones. La alcaldesa recalcó que es sumamente importante que todos los residentes pongan de su parte para que Chicago salga de esta pandemia. Coronavirus es la palabra clave en varias conversaciones que tenemos en el trabajo, la escuela o incluso en nuestros hogares. Pero aún hay tantas preguntas acerca de este virus y por ello y para disipar cualquier duda, hoy Telemundo Chicago en conjunto con varios expertos responden a sus preguntas.
Are you willing to walk away from all of this, the passion that you have, the badge that you earn, the recognition that you earn, the title that you earn? You're willing to walk away from that over this mandate?
The person who comes to me is not just a mandate. As I've said, I've been around the police, my family's been around the police for generations. It doesn't just start with this mandate. It starts with our higher-ups. It starts with our boss. It starts with our so-called leaders.
We came from Harlingen to speak with you.
I know. I apologize for that. I had a visit this week. Attorneys told me not to do it. If you have any questions.
Is there anything that you want to say with us right now?
Nah, I mean, I don't want to say anything that's going to be held against, used against me.
Can you just tell me, did you murder Ms. Harrison? Politics on social media. Tonight at 10, how the internet is impacting elections in the Valley and why some candidates are speaking out about fake profiles. We first showed you footage of a fight at Veterans Memorial Academy in San Benito. This is the video of that incident, and since that report, people have sent in videos of more fights inside San Benito schools. You're about to see some of those clips. After the shooting death of Corporal José Luis Espericueta, many gathered today to honor his legacy. CBS 4's Abril Preciado tells us how they chose to remember the man known to the community as Speedy. And I'm Marybel Gonzalez, but anytime it rains, it adds more problems. CBS 4's Jolani Martinez has an update on what the county is doing to keep the courts running. Jolani. Chris, that's right. And tonight, CBS 4's Abril Preciado introduces us to a group who was inspired by a music teacher to take their passion to the next level.
It's a tragedy that shook the entire Rio Grande Valley community and beyond. The deadly shooting of a Mission police officer while on the line of duty.
Tonight in a CBS 4 exclusive, the family of Corporal José Luis Speedy Espericueta sat down with CBS 4's Marybel Gonzalez to talk about how they're keeping his memory alive. Marybel.
Chris, Nicole, the Espericuetas are very much still in the process of healing following the death of Speedy. But tonight, they're opening the doors of their home and sharing with us just how they're leaning on one another and the community to turn this tragedy into triumph.
It's been difficult not having him here.
For the last 5 months, Roberta Espericueta has felt a void.
Just the sound of his voice, his sense of humor, just being around him, having that person, to talk to, having that person to be with.
One she can't fill.
We were each other's best friends. He was the love of my life.
The memories of her husband, Mission Police Officer Jose Speedy Espericueta, are still too difficult to recount.
The last couple of years that we were together were the best years, and I think our children were blessed to have witnessed that unconditional love between both of us.
But in this CBS 4 exclusive interview, Roberta is opening up about the legacy her husband left behind.
He loved his job. He loved helping people. He loved making a difference.
Can you make sense of such a tragedy happening while he was doing what he most loved?
We had those conversations, and in those conversations, he would speak to not only myself, but to his friends and his family that he would give it his all. And if it meant dying in the line of duty, he would be okay with that. As a wife, it's hard to hear that, but you have to support what they love, and that was his passion. So it's hard to hear, but that's what he wanted to do.
Sometimes after work, we bring the co-workers here and hang out.
This same dedication is one shared by Speedy's best friend and colleague, Mission Police Officer Javier Lara, who understands all too well the dangers that come with the job.
He was a role model to a lot of us at work. He was the kind of person that you wanted to work up to.
It's in Speedy's backyard bungalow, his favorite spot to barbecue, where a close-knit group of officers solidified a pact.
We had a promise to each other. It was four of us, that if something did happen to one of us, that we're going to take care of the families.
A promise that Lara and his fellow officers have kept over the months, helping Speedy's daughter move into college, and even accompanying Speedy's son Joaquin on his first day of school.
You know, your first day of school was a big deal, and you did not show up alone. What happened that day?
I got like a lot of support from the officers and my friends.
And it's not only the Mission Police Department offering a helping hand. The entire Valley community and beyond has shown their solidarity through fundraisers and memorials to Speedy.
I've never imagined that we would be getting this much support. I did hear like there was support for law enforcement, but we've never experienced it in this matter.
We ask that you please stand for a moment of silence for Corporal Espericueta.
The Espericuetas say they found comfort in community.
I did not know the magnitude of how much he did for the community until this happened.
And now they want to give back that same support through the Speedy Memorial Foundation, a scholarship program for children of Valley law enforcement agents.
I wanted people to know who my husband Joey was and what he did to protect his community. So I wanted to create a foundation that would do just that, like honor him and continue his legacy and what he loved doing.
What would you say is his legacy?
Integrity. A lot of integrity and passion for his job. Somebody who loved helping others and just do what's best.
The Espericuetas say they've received donation for the Speedy Memorial Fund from people across the country. They say they hope to award the first scholarship as early as next year. If you'd like information on how you can donate to the Speedy Memorial Fund, you can visit our website, valleycentral.com. Reporting outside of the Mission Police Department with complete Valley coverage, Marybel Gonzalez, CBS 4 Valley, Tonight.